This is the question asked in today's Skillrack daily challenge. So in the first line of our input, we are given a paragraph which contains multiple sentences as input. And in the second line, we are given an integer p as input. So here the integer p is equal to 8. So our task is to find the 8th word and print that particular sentence. So first let us separate this paragraph into sentences. It is given in the question that if a word contains the character dot, then it means the particular word is the last word of that sentence. So here near the word doctor we are able to find the character dot. So this is the end of first sentence. So the first sentence is I am a doctor, and now again we are able to find a word which contains the character dot. So that is the end of second sentence, and this is our second sentence. How I know how to cure the disease is the second sentence, and the remaining words is the third sentence. So these are all the three sentences present in the given input paragraph, and now we have to find the 8th word. So let us start finding the 8th word sentence by sentence. So the first line, that is the first sentence, contains 4 words. I am a doctor, but we need to find the 8th word. So we move to the second sentence. So we are able to find the 8th word in the second sentence. So the 8th word is to. So now we have to print the particular sentence in which the 8th word is present. So the 8th word is present in the second sentence. So in our output we have to print the second sentence. So in our output also we can see that we are printing the sentence I know how to cure the disease, and the 8th word was also present in that particular sentence. So now let us see how to solve this problem. So first we will be accepting our input string word by word, and while accepting the word we will be checking whether the word contains the character dot, and if it contains the word dot, then we will be starting to store the words in the next sentence. So when we do like this, while accepting our input itself, we would have stored them in separate lines, and after storing them in the separate lines we have to find the pth word. So we will be checking for the pth word sentence by sentence, and after finding the pth word we will be printing that particular sentence. So this is the flow. Now let us see our program. So first I am creating a 3-dimensional character array named para. So the first parameter is the row, and the second parameter is the column, and the third parameter is of size 100, which means in every row and column index we can store up to 100 characters. So that is how this 3-dimension array works in character. And then in the next line I am creating another character array named str of size 1001, in which we will be accepting our input word by word, and then I am creating some integer variables named sentence, word and p, and I am creating an integer array named length, in which we will be storing the length of each sentence. So now we have to accept our input, and we will be accepting our input word by word. So I am using the scanf statement within the while loop, and we will be checking whether the scanf returns 1 or not in every iteration of this while loop. So in this while loop we will be accepting our input word by word, and after accepting every word we will be storing the particular word into the 3-dimensional character array named para at the index sentence word, and we will also be incrementing word in every iteration. And then after storing the word we will also check whether the word contains the character dot or not. If it contains the character dot, then it is the last word of that particular sentence. So using strchr function we will be checking whether the character array str contains the character dot or not. So if the function does not return null, then it contains the character dot. So whenever it contains the character dot, then we store the length of the particular sentence in the array named length. So length of sentence is equal to word, and then from next word we have to store in the new sentence. So I am incrementing sentence, so sentence plus plus, and in the next sentence we have to start from index 0. So I am setting word is equal to 0. So this is how we will be accepting our input word by word, and while accepting itself we will be separating them into separate sentences. And the problem while using the scanf statement inside the while loop is it accepts all our input. So it doesn't stop after the first line. It also accepts the p as a string. So in every iteration we are also setting p is equal to array of str. So the last string will automatically be converted into an integer and stored into the integer variable named p. So p is the word which we need to find. So if p is greater than or equal to 0, then we will be starting from the first sentence. So I am creating a for loop that iterates from 0 till sentence minus 1. And in every iteration, we have to find the number of words present in that particular sentence. So I am creating a variable named number of words and I am storing the value of length of I. So the length of I is the number of words present in that particular sentence. So out of p words, we have found length of I words. So we have to subtract it with our value of p. So I am setting p is equal to p minus number of words. So now the updated value of p will be the remaining number of words which we need to move. So in every iteration of the I loop, at one point this value of p will be becoming less than or equal to 0. So we have to print that particular sentence because that particular sentence will be containing the pth word. So whenever p becomes less than or equal to 0, then we will be printing all the words present in that particular sentence and terminate the whole program using the exit 0 condition. So this is how we will be printing our output when the value of p is positive. Suppose if the value of p is negative, then as per the question we have to start checking for the pth word from the end. So first I am converting, so in the else part, first I am converting the negative value of p into a positive value, and then again we have to apply the same logic which we have applied in our if condition. So the only difference is in the if condition we started from the first row. In the else part, we have to start from the last row and find the pth word, and if it contains the pth word, then we have to print all the words in that sentence. So this is the logic. Thank you for watching.